This is Mongolia, a land of endless grasslands, freezing deserts, and warrior blood that once ruled the world. But today, it sits quietly, trapped between two giants, Russia to the north and China to the south. One false step, and Mongolia could be swallowed whole. So how does this small landlocked country survive in the shadow of two superpowers? And why haven't Russia or China simply taken over? This is the incredible, untold survival story of a nation caught between empires. Long before the borders we see today, Mongolia was the empire. Under Genghis Khan, the Mongol Empire became the largest land empire in history, stretching from the Pacific Ocean to Eastern Europe. But after centuries of glory, the empire shattered, and what remained was a weakened Mongolian heartland, caught between rising powers. Fast forward to the 20th century, and Mongolia's fate would be shaped, not by its own people, but by outsiders. In the early 1900s, the Chinese Qing dynasty collapsed. Mongolia seized the moment and declared independence, but they needed protection, and Russia stepped in. By 1924, Mongolia had become a Soviet satellite. They weren't officially part of the USSR, but they might as well have been. Soviet advisors controlled everything: politics, military, even schools. Mongolia became a buffer zone, a strategic shield between the Soviet Union and China. But this alliance came at a cost. Thousands of Mongolians were purged, executed during Stalin's terror. Buddhism was crushed. Monasteries were destroyed. Mongolia had traded independence for survival. During the Cold War, China and the Soviet Union became bitter enemies. And right between them, Mongolia. Both sides began arming their borders. Soviet tanks rolled in. Chinese troops assembled. Mongolia became a chessboard, but somehow it avoided becoming a battlefield. How? Because neither Russia nor China wanted the other to gain full control of Mongolia. So instead of fighting over it, they both propped it up as a buffer, a fragile balance. When the Soviet Union collapsed in 1991, Mongolia lost its protector overnight. Its economy crashed. Soviet money vanished. It was suddenly alone between two superpowers with no one to trust. But instead of collapsing, Mongolia adapted. It became a democracy. It opened to the West. It reached out to countries like the US, Japan, and South Korea. And most importantly, it started playing Russia and China against each other. Mongolia knows it cannot challenge Russia or China, so it does something smarter. It plays neutral. It sells its minerals to China. It buys military equipment from Russia. It holds joint military drills with the US and sends peacekeepers to global missions. It calls this policy the third neighbor strategy. The idea: don't rely on just Russia and China. Build friendships everywhere, because Mongolia knows the moment it leans too far one way, it becomes a target. Today, the pressure is growing again. China wants more control over Mongolian mining. Russia wants loyalty as it drifts into global isolation. Protests erupt in Mongolia against foreign influence, and yet Mongolia stands quiet, calm, deliberate, like a tightrope walker between two storms. This is not just a story of geography, it's a story of survival, diplomacy, and quiet strength.